Hello and welcome to this video. We are going to talk about the floats element, the floats, how it's used and what it does. So we already see something. I think and hope you are not completely new. Anyway, I created a box and 3 divs, and I will create something else in the middle probably. Let's see now. So we generally have this box, this div, and this free div, this text, and here it is how it behaves as the normal flow. There is the div, there is the div element that is occupying its space. As you already know, div is a block element, and so it occupies its own line, etc., etc. And you already know this stuff. So let's first let's unlock this float left, but I want to keep this commented. And as you see now, the stuff is different, and it behaves using the float left property. And if we examine, I mean, you can see that this text is is moving in relations to it. I also add the margin. And here you can see the margin. Now it's a little more normal. So very normal stuff. As you can see, the text cannot go on the float, but it always moves in relations to it. And if you move the margin, you can change the margin here, and the text changes to the margin. You can even, for example, taking our first P, you can come here and set a margin left. And here, for example, I write 1px, okay, and it doesn't come here. Theoretically, it should come here, but it doesn't, of course, because it's respecting the float element. For example, if now I start doing like this, you understand what I'm doing now. I show you what it's doing. The margin is changing until it starts to create a difference, also a visible difference, so to say. But it's always respecting the margin of the float element. This is a quite important thing to understand. As last thing, I wanted to show you how to position elements or text in the grid. I cut it and put this because otherwise it was infinite. So here we have an H1, a P, a text, etc. As you see, let's open it on the live server. And now, as you see, it's just like this. Let's add what we added before. So grid column 1 to 4 to 4. Second, let's place grid column 1 to 3. Last grid column 1 to 4, and then we adjust, let's adjust in the container our template rows, pixels, 160, less 140, 700, not 700, 600, and 100. Okay, like this, as you see, is already good actually, but for example, actually I wanted to show you this the feature of let's come here. If I write grid columns, grid column, and I use auto, and then I leave this. As you see, is filling the gap. This is what I wanted to show you. For example, now let's take the text inside here. We open the text, open the P, and we can copy it and paste it again. And as you see, if you copy and paste with the grid with the grid column auto, is really making is really filling and being flexible. So if I do like this, everything becomes a mess because we are using grid template rows and what we have fixed, no? But if we do like this, then automatically is filling. Then we can add more. For example, let's go here. We don't have the title, but it doesn't matter. Let's just go here and then we add a padding. I don't know how much is a lot. Okay, so I added padding to the element, so it becomes a little more beautiful. Maybe even a little more can be like 40 pixel. Okay, and even in the last one we could add a padding 30 pixel, and so on. Yes, I'm a little disappointing of my job, but I think I showed you what I wanted to show. There is another way to do these things, which is not by using the flexbox, but using another thing that is called the grid area. But I'm not going to show to see this because it's complicated and a little legacy. I mean, after the flexbox, we started to use this. Anyways, there is another method. If you want to have a look at it, go and search me. I won't talk about it in this video. We have seen quite a lot of things. I hope you keep following and see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.